And I'm not sure if you've been following what's been happening in the United States over the last couple days. This is day 3 of this strike that's been happening. But the main thing is that these 47,000 dock workers are looking for a 77% pay bump. It might cost up to $2 billion to $5 billion a day for the US. And I'm not a logistics or supply chain expert. I'm not a dock expert. The piece that I'm interested in is the fact that the main contention in this strike is when it comes to automation. The union has said that they want to ban automation forever. In fact, the president of the union, Harold Daggett, he was on all these different platforms talking about how that we are going to win. In fact, this was one of his statements. I love him. He's amazing. He said this.
You're better off sitting down and let's get a contract and let's move on with this world. And in today's world, I'll cripple you. I will cripple you, and you have no idea what that means. Nobody does.
This is the type of guy that I want on my side, by the way. Gold chain, he looks like a mob boss. Honestly, I thought he was cutting a promo for a wrestling match. I think if he took off his shirt, he would look a little bit like this. It's incredible. But, you know, they're striking against automation. And this is a story that we've seen throughout history. You know, back in the day, the telephone operators, they also went on strike. Actually, 1968 was a big year. Part of it was because of automation, and we know how that story went. And in fact, in 2016, in the city that I'm from, Edmonton, Alberta, I remember that the taxi drivers were protesting in City Hall that Uber was coming into the city. In fact, they were taking off their shirts in protest. And we all know how that story went as well. I think one of those guys was my uncle. But anyways, but what's going to be interesting is to see this story from the Longshoremen actually impact other industries. Like the most impacted industry when it comes to automation today in 2024 is actually programmers. So are programmers going to protest and strike? Maybe in 2025? I'm not sure. The reality is that when it comes to ports, if you go to China, go to the Qingdao port, they've already fully automated cranes, they have self-driving vehicles, they have drones for inspection, they're using robotic arms, they've made it more efficient and safer. And guess what? This is the story of innovation. Actually, the story of human history has been about innovation. We always look to find something that's better.